While the world watches the Middle East burn, the most dangerous nuclear program in the world just quietly crossed the point of no return. As global attention remains fixed on the grinding attrition in Ukraine and the escalating firestorms across the Levant, a far more terminal threat has just matured in the shadows of the 38th parallel. This isn't the North Korea of the 1990s, begging for food aid with a handful of dud rockets. This is the 2026 ICBM breakthrough, the moment the Hermit Kingdom finally mastered the physics of global annihilation. In the early hours of this morning, Pyongyang launched its most powerful weapon to date, the Hwasong-19. Unlike previous tests, this wasn't just a high-altitude demonstration to prove a point. It was a flawless execution of multi-stage separation and atmospheric re-entry. The data is chilling. Pyongyang now possesses a solid-fueled missile capable of reaching the American mainland in under 35 minutes. From the moment the engine ignites in a rugged forest outside Wonsan, the clock starts for Los Angeles. There is no time for diplomacy, no room for interceptor failure, and no margin for error. Kim Jong-un has found his window of opportunity, and he is exploiting it with clinical precision. For decades, the United States maintained a strategic patience policy under the assumption that North Korea could be sanctioned into submission. That theory has officially collapsed. Washington is currently bogged down, its naval assets stretched thin by the ongoing Iran conflict, and its diplomatic capital drained by Middle Eastern posturing. Pyongyang isn't just watching this distraction, they are weaponizing it. They know the United States cannot fight 3 regional wars at once. By accelerating their testing cycle now, Kim is cementing North Korea's status as a permanent nuclear power, while the world's policeman is looking the other way. This creates a terrifying existential calculation for the 2 nations caught in the crossfire, Japan and South Korea. For 70 years, Seoul and Tokyo have outsourced their survival to the American nuclear umbrella. But as North Korean warheads become capable of leveling San Francisco, that umbrella is beginning to leak. The dilemma is simple and brutal. If Kim Jong-un threatens to turn Seoul into a sea of fire, will an American president really risk Los Angeles to save it? This is the strategic decoupling. Imagine a hostage taker holding a gun to a neighbor's head while the police are busy at a massive crime scene 3 blocks away. Does the neighbor wait for help that might arrive too late, or do they reach for a gun of their own? We are witnessing the death of the Non-Proliferation Era. In the halls of power in Seoul, the conversation has shifted from if to when. The pressure to develop an independent South Korean atomic deterrent is no longer a fringe movement. It is becoming a survivalist necessity. If South Korea crosses the threshold, Japan will have no choice but to follow. We are on the precipice of a nuclear arms race in the world's most economically vital corridor, where 3 of the planet's largest economies are forced to live on a hair trigger. The world's biggest blind spot is the belief that Kim Jong-un is a madman seeking attention. He isn't. He's a rational actor seeking irreversible deterrence. The technological leap of 2026 represents a permanent shift in the global order. By achieving a credible, survivable nuclear triad, North Korea has successfully decoupled the United States from its Asian allies. They have built a wall of fire between Washington and the Pacific, ensuring that any future conflict will be fought on their terms, without the fear of American intervention. The fallout is already manifesting in the cold language of the markets. The peace of the Pacific, which anchored global growth for decades, is evaporating. We are seeing unprecedented volatility in South Korean equities, with the Kospi index trembling at every satellite launch. Meanwhile, global capital is fleeing toward safe haven currencies, while Japanese and U.S. defense contractor stocks surge to record highs. Investors aren't just betting on a Cold War, they are hedging against the end of the post-war order. We have entered the final countdown. The point of no return hasn't just been reached. It has been passed at 10 times the speed of sound. The North Korean problem is no longer a problem to be solved. It is a reality to be survived. As the sun sets over the Pacific, the question is no longer whether Pyongyang has the button. The question is how long they can resist the urge to press it.